let's go. Deoin, let's go. Yeah. We built it. We grind it. That's right, man. We ride it. We cruise it. Yeah. We build it. We grind it. That's right. Let's go. We ride it. Yeah. We cruise it. Yeah. We build it. We grind it.
Hey, it's Kasha. I am originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I spent a few years, unfortunately, homeless on the streets in St. Louis. I got off the streets thanks to the Covenant House, Missouri. Huge shout out to them. They're an amazing program. They do help troubled youth get off the street and help them into a transitional living program. Amazing, great work. It's hosted or sponsored by the United Way. But anyway, sorry. So I'm originally from St. Louis. At one point I was in a relationship and felt like it was not the right place for me. So I ended up moving to Jefferson City, Missouri, a small little town, the capital of Missouri, and spent a few years there. I'm heavy into gaming, so I started live streaming. For those of you that are not familiar with how live streaming works, people watch you play video games. I know it seems a little weird, but it's a thing and it's super fun. And I had this friend, his name was Andre. He kept telling me, hey, you need to model. You're beautiful. I didn't believe it because look at me. I didn't think I could ever get into modeling. Didn't think I even stood a chance. So for my streaming, Andre ended up getting me in contact with a lady. Her name was Ivana Lynn. She ran I cannot remember the name of it. She ran a cosplay model agency. And Andre sent me her information. I reached out to her and she's like, I love your look, but I need to see some professional photos. So I did my very first professional photo shoot, sent her the images, and it was 2016, I think it was, that I got an email back from her offering me my first ever modeling contract. It's taken off from there. I'm still gaming, still streaming. Got into the modeling, ended up creating this car club in Jeff City called Central Motorsports. We blew up. It was so much fun, but between the gaming, the modeling, life got a little bit too hectic, and I ended up deciding to move here, down here by Branson, Missouri. I've been here for a few years. Ended up, first project car I got after the Avalon, I got a 2002 Civic LX. Wasn't much. Really fun little beater car. Ended up lowering it. Definitely made some mistakes on the suspension. Camber gang. I've been through a few cars since then. Still gaming, still modeling. I have gotten to the point where anymore I stepped back from being in front of the camera, and I've been helping other models and other people wanting to get into the industry, help them kind of get their foot in, give them advice, teach them. Streaming, kind of the same deal. I have some people that ask me, hey, how'd you get into streaming? How'd you get into gaming? Gaming has been something I've been doing since I was a kid. The Atari 2600 Joust was my favorite game. And then it moved on after I ended up, getting off the streets. Had an apartment with an ex-boyfriend at the time. Got super heavy into Halo. Halo 3 was my very first passion. I do have a tattoo of Master Chief on my arm. I used to compete in Halo 3. I don't know how many of you guys remember game battles. Classic memories. I was a part of a group called Master Chicks. It was all females, competitive gamers. It was a blast. Then from Halo went to Gears, which I also have. I'm sure you can see the cog. I do have some of my favorite tattoos on me. My tattoos of me are my favorite games, done by Jammer Joint Tattoo out in Winsville, Missouri. I have Mass Effect. I'm sure you guys can guess this one. Final Fantasy. Massive Star Wars piece. It goes all the way to the back. Got the Death Star up here. I am a child, so Rainbow Dash is My Little Pony, but she's boudoir because I am a boudoir model. The Spyro diamonds, well, the controls. I also have another game on my arm. It's called Catherine. A lot of people slept on that game. It was amazing. So much drama. This guy falls in love with a girl, but he has a girlfriend. So much drama. Check it out.
What's one of your favorite video games and consoles out now that you like?
Oh, do I feel like starting a console war? So not gonna lie, nobody judge me. I've been super heavy into Disney Dreamlight Valley lately because it's super colorful. It's fun. It's a simple, just mindless game. It's beautiful and it's so cute. But honestly, because I do have the PS5, it collects dust. The last game I played on it was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which was amazing. It was so gorgeous. I do have the Series X, which I play Dreamlight on. I have my Switch that I don't know where it's at. I think it's in my cubby. And then I have a badass gaming PC, which I'm obsessed with, which I can send you the specs later because that's amazing. But honestly, I would, definitely stick with the Series X. I mean, Microsoft, they've got it between the PC and the console. Microsoft has everything. Sony really doesn't have that many exclusive titles anymore. I hate to say it. And Switch is fun, but yeah. How many tattoos do I have? Infinite.
Just how many tattoos do you have?
I honestly have no idea.
You've lost track?
Yeah. I honestly don't keep track anymore. I'm getting ready next month to go back and gonna get my back covered up. I got a tattoo done when I was homeless. I was 15. Had an ex-boyfriend who had one of those jailhouse tattoos that had like this built out of a VCR motor. I let him do that out again. I was 15. I was homeless. I didn't care. And so that's going to be getting covered up next month, which I'm super excited for because I'll be going to Florida in November.
And do you think you'll keep getting more tattoos after that? Or are you going to cover the whole body? Do you not want to do the neck area, head, face? What do you want to stay away from?
I think probably the only thing I would stay away from is my face. I've looked at neck tattoos. I would have something like, look at the tiara because I'm a princess or something like that on my neck. I have thought about it. I just don't know. I've asked people because I'm curious about how it would feel. So like if you guys have any ideas as far as what I should get here, like on my neck, feel free to comment because I will take them to my artist and we'll come up with something like amazing.
Why do you have tattoos?
Tattoos started... Which one was my first? My first was Rainbow Dash. And it kind of, it's a release. It's, you know, sometimes you have an itch, right? That you can't scratch. And it's just driving you crazy. And you think about it and you just can't reach it. You try to find ways to reach it. That's kind of like how a tattoo is. It's a relief. It's when you feel all these stresses and life just kicking your ass, tattoos, the pain and even the healing afterwards, it's a relief. It's like, you can breathe. It's kind of like, when people describe it as therapy, it really is. It's ink therapy and it does make you feel good. And then you get beautiful work on you permanently. Like I'm obsessed with them. I love all of my pieces. This honestly, well, between Alice and my dog, they're two of my favorites. Other tattoos, I do have Alice in Wonderland, you know, choke me, eat me. A memorial tattoo to my brother. Ponita, my dog, who you guys have seen several pictures of. Best friend tattoos, Boys Tears in a Jar, of course. I did just get this one finished on Friday. Yes, that is exactly what it looks like. It's tentacles, my friends. On this leg, I have a fox, the lion, rawr, and the beautiful owl. And I do have a couple other pieces that are in some unmentionable places, so we won't talk about that. These are my two Civics, my 2016 Civic LX. This 2016 Civic LX, I picked it up for my dog. He is an older doggo. He will be 10 years old this year. And he has a little bit of issues getting in and out of my other car, especially since I put racing seats in it. This is his area in the back. You see the stickers done by my best friend, Nicole. You can see where the dog has already made his mark on my visors. But this is his area. He's got his own back seat protecting my seats.
So that's the reason that you're just keeping this car stock is basically for your little puppy,
Yep.
your baby.
Keep him safe.
The car's name is Batman and the dog, or just the car? Or just the dog?
Just the dog.
Just the dog.
So he gets this car. It is still a 6-speed manual transmission, K-Series all around, but it's safe, reliable, and it's still a lot of fun to drive. I really got into the car scene probably about maybe 6 or 7 years ago when I moved to Jefferson City, Missouri. Ended up getting my Toyota Avalon, and that was my first little project car, a lot of fun. From there, it just went deep into the import game. Ended up starting a car club called Central Mo Motorsports. So it's been an addiction ever since I moved down here. I've rebuilt motors, torn them down, swapped motors, swapped cars, flipped a lot of cars. And so far, this car and my 2006 SI are the ones that I've had the longest. For this car, honestly, the main thing I want to do on the interior is get a new head unit. This head unit is buttons. I went touchscreen. I went big. I went bright. I went GPS because I'm really good at getting lost right around the corner from my house all the time. So that would definitely be beneficial. Unicorns are kind of like my thing. I have an obsession with unicorns. I have one also in my other car. I try to keep them in all my cars. The shift knob obviously is cute, because the stock one is extremely ugly. I mean, the radio is really the only thing that I would do, and just swap out, just get a new head unit, and make it look pretty, look nice, reliable, fun, obviously colorful. But there's not much I plan to do on the interior. I do want to do some things with the suspension though, so that's on the outside, and that's the fun stuff. So let's go check out my wheels and what I want to do. So let's talk about my wheels and my suspension. So I love my wheels. What I really want to do is either slap on some Godspeed coilovers or some BC coilovers, lower it a couple inches, put a body kit on it, and just some side skirts, front lip, rear diffuser maybe. Honestly, as far as the engine goes, I don't feel like I'm probably going to do too much to it. I do want to increase the airflow, so get like a intake, redo the exhaust. I have an HKS exhaust sitting on my Amazon wish list, which if you want the link to that, I can post it later. But yeah, with this being my daily driver, I don't want to do too much to it because I don't want to break it.
Tell me, what, do you know anything about the engine? Tell me about the engine. What is it? Blah, blah, blah. What do you want to change?
The motor is just a K20, good old K-Series, reliable. The only thing, if I did anything like I was saying, I would just replace the intake and just completely replace the exhaust. Other than that, I really don't plan to do too much to it.
How do you feel about driving it?
Honestly, it's the only time I can focus. My brain, I have really bad ADHD. If you've ever had a conversation with me or ever watched any of my live streams, I am all over the place. I bounce around like a squirrel in a conversation. We will have 4 million conversations at once, and my brain is everywhere. When I'm driving, when I'm going through the gears, that is the only time that my brain is silent. It's just me and my car, doing what we do best, exploring.
Now, do you like just cruising in your car, or do you like hitting highways? Do you like racing it?
I love to cruise. I love to travel. This car has gotten me everywhere I needed to go, and then some. This car can't race. It's slow. That's what I have the SI for. And plus, this is Batman's car, technically.
Which he's not in there today.
The other one is an SI. It's a lot quicker. It shifts different. I hit VTEC at approximately 4,500 RPMs. This one, I don't think I hit RPM. I don't think I hit VTEC until 7 grand, which is pretty much max. It's fully redlined.
Let's go. Yeah.
And this is my 2006 Civic SI, my real desire to drive. So this car is my first ever SI. I originally bought it to flip it, to sell it like I've done with all the other cars I've gotten. But I fell in love with the buttery smooth shifting, the motor, the power. Yes, it's a Honda, it has power. And it's just so much fun to drive. I think this is the reason why I fell in love with K-Series to begin with, and why I have a second one. And will forever get them. Hondas personally are easier to work on. I'm also not familiar with working on, Fords and things like that. I hate to say change is hard. Trying new things is more difficult. I'm willing to learn, on how to work on Fords, Dodges, just domestics. I mean, everything I would love to learn. I just don't have the means or anybody that would be willing to teach me. So the interior is mostly NRG. These are the NRG Prisma seats. I have the NRG steering wheel. Sponsor me, please, NRG. I do have a bamboo shift knob. And I also have a authentic Mugen cluster. I don't know if you can see it, but that is definitely authentic from a Mugen SI. This car, for the interior, honestly, I would love to rip up all the carpets, replace the headliner. The person I got it from did it their own way. It's red. They got rid of the visors, and I just don't like the red. It's ugly. If I could have everything pink, I would. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go talk about what's under my hood. So this is just, again, K-Series for life. This is my other K-Series motor. This is VTEC, so it's a lot more fun. It is it's an SI. They both are VTEC. Not much done to it, just intake. It is straight pipe, so no cats, no exhaust. Well, sorry, let me correct myself. It is pretty much stock besides the intake. I am straight piped, so no cats, no muffler, nice and loud. I do eventually want to swap this motor. This is a junkyard motor, and who knows what's all been done to it. As much as we've worked on it and put into it, we're finding more and more things. Just upgraded the clutch to a stage 2 lightweight flywheel, which definitely is night and day difference from stock. But yeah, I want to swap it out, eventually turbo this car, because I want it to be fun. It's a lot of fun stock now. Going out to Mexico, I can only imagine what a little bit of boost will do to her. Well, she has been sitting a while. I had to get my brake stopper replaced. It shattered a few weeks ago and haven't had a chance to get the part made or ordered. And so thankfully one of my friends printed me one up and I replaced it the other day. And now the car is running. I just haven't had a chance to drive it because being a grown-up and having to work 12 million hours a week.
So tell me about this thing.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'll just say it. Just whatever.
Okay, I don't know. It's like Kiro. The pink thing is my indicator that it's my car. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Kasha. If you have any questions about my tattoos, any of my cars, sponsorships, or any other questions, search me on Facebook at Kasha Model. And remember, this is Desire to Drive.
Yeah, let's go. Join, let's go. Join, let's go. Yeah, we built it. We grinded.
How come this isn't going?
You got the lids on, Mom.
Oh.
Cruising.